On this edition of Diecast Emporium, you guessed it, we're taking another look at a Transport Series model by Diecast Masters in 1:50 scale. This is item number 71049, the Western Star 4700 SB Tandem Truck with 40 dry goods sea container. Now, if you're an avid viewer of this channel, you have already seen a review of both the container trailer and the container itself, so we won't spend a plethora of time looking at the trailer and the container. But for those that haven't, we will go over it very, very briefly, and if you want a more in-depth review of it, I will post a link to the video review at the end of this, so be sure to consult that video for a more in-depth review. So before we do anything, let's check out the box because it's worth looking at. Before you get to this, it comes in a brown outer shipping box that just has the Diecast Masters item number on it, but check out that artwork. That is awesome. And this is, of course, way different from the International Transport Series. On the back, you have your specification details for the real Western Star truck, including the details on the engine configuration for the Detroit engine. And you also have the current lineup of the tractor-trailer combos in the Transport Series, including Freightliners, Lone Stars, International HX520, and the Western Star that we're going to be taking a look at right now. So with the box out of the way, let's get some housekeeping done. And again, for those new, let's take a very quick look at what you've already seen. This comes with an evergreen container, a 40-foot replica container. It's all plastic. There is some detail on here, including some graphics, which look great. The doors on the back do open, so if you have a Diecast Masters Cat skid steer, for example, you can put the forklift attachment on and pose it loading freight into these. Underneath, as you would see in a real container ship or freight yard, included are little knobs that you insert to the bottom of these, and that's how you stack these up on top of each other. So there is the container. As far as the trailer goes, it's a mostly die-cast piece. The landing legs do fold down, so if you want to pose the trailer just sitting and not attached to the truck, you can do that, and it's strong enough to hold it. The tires are rubber with a decent tread pattern on it, but other than that, there's very little detail underneath. On the back, you have rubber mud flaps, the DOT running stripes on the back on your protection bar, some nice lights which are painted. The most notable thing on these is that, and again I mentioned this in the other video, if you want to switch out the kingpin, you have one of 4 predetermined holes. You can just unscrew this and put it in. So if you have a different tractor that you want to hook this up to and perhaps it doesn't fit the 5th wheel of that, you can play around with this. So there is the trailer and the container. Let's move on to the Western Star. These trucks have been out for a few months now, but this is the first time I've had a chance to own one and look at one. Starting underneath, there's a fair amount of detail, including an engine and a drive shaft. The tires have a decent tread pattern underneath. The 5th wheel looks good, and it will hook up to other Diecast Masters trailers, such as the lowboy trailers that come with the Cat equipment. Up on top, you have 2 amber warning lights. This set only comes with a single exhaust option stack, which you do have to put on the truck once you get it out of the box for the first time. Unfortunately, the doors on the Western Star trucks don't open on either side, but the hood does. And you can get a look at the Detroit diesel engine there. One of the best aspects of any Western Star truck is their very iconic grille, which looks good in chrome along with the chrome bumper, the nice lights. The interior of these trucks are predominantly black, but the dash has some highlighted detail. There's also some nice warning lights here. So there is the review of the truck. What I do want to showcase in this video as well, as of the taping of this video, there has not been an announcement made or a trailer available that's in the 20-foot configuration for a container trailer, but Diecast Masters has released a number of 20-foot container trailers, and you could put them on this trailer, either in the center if you want, or if you want to put 2 of them on here, since this is a 40-foot container trailer, you can do that as well. They're offered in the TEX or TEX livery, the OOC livery, OOCL livery, as you see here. Basically the same color combinations as they are in the 40-foot. You have China as well. The Maersk. And Evergreen. Additionally, they have produced 2 refrigeration units in the 20-foot variety in Evergreen. And again, the main difference there is you have this detailed refrigeration unit on the front, and also a Maersk refrigeration unit. Now, the Maersk refrigeration unit and the dry goods one, just like in the 40-foot variety, are different in color and detail to add some variety. And it's the same thing with the Evergreen. Here's the Evergreen dry and the Evergreen refrigeration unit. So it'll add a little bit of detail and immersion factor to your freight yard layout. So there you go, guys. That is a review of the Western Star 4700 tractor with the 40-foot container trailer and container. This set is currently available for about $120 from your Diecast Masters distributor. I think it's good value for the money. The truck is beautifully presented, and there's lots of options for the trailer. So if you guys have any further questions, please leave them down in the comments section below. Until next time, take care, be safe, and we'll see you soon.